made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined. I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to...
Coming up, the 49ers and Cardinals square off for the first time. Arizona's looking for their 10th win against San Francisco since 2015. These NFC West rivals are ready to do battle, and the action's headed your way in Madden NFL 22.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene of to go, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 80 yards.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now that... The big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Trucks over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led by their 6-year quarterback out of North Dakota State, a former Pro Bowler, Carson Wentz.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners are going offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Shoves him aside and running with power here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
49 yards on the ground for him so far. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 17, Mon. He's got Anderson on the slant. Touchdown, 49ers. Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5. From the 24, Mond. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Wentz. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Wentz gonna throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 39, Mon. And he fires one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now Mon. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Mon going to throw it. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 122 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
We got 4. We got 4. I got you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mon looks to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, a 22. Mon looks to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Pat Freiermuth. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Mike. Check 55. Mike.
Working from the gun. Wentz. That one complete to Yeldon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this. They start 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick again.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him?
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and down he'll go at the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll lead